Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Europa Universalis 4. It is week 14 of competition. This is from Paradox Development Studio. It is a grand strategy game. We are Kilwa, and you can see we're growing pretty well. We have pretty solid control over our region. The south is entirely ours. Sofala is our vassal. Malindi is our ally, who we might try to vassalize here at some point as we get strong enough. We did give them one province earlier, and let's check in on that. How are we doing on this? Yep, they're hanging on. For whatever reason, they're trying to hang on anyway. We might just swallow them up at some point, as they are pretty small and insignificant, but they do have 7,000 troops to contribute in a war if we needed, especially if Ethiopia decided to declare on us. What I'm worried about, though, is Ajuran, who is their ally, getting declared on by Ethiopia, and then them getting sucked into that, and Ethiopia messing things up for us that way. We do have targets heading towards Congo, but we're not going after that just yet. I'd like to deal with claiming all of Madagascar first. Alright, so one thing I do need is... Oh, okay. As anticipated, here is the revolt in Mogadishu. I've been keeping an eye on our rebel factions, and this should be easy enough to deal with. I do need to add some cogs. Let's add a couple more there. That'll give us 8. Alright, those rebels were easily dealt with. Only problem being that our manpower is dangerously low from a couple quick wars and a number of rebel factions to deal with of late, and Hoffen. Is Hoffen up here, isn't it? It is. We don't want to deal with that one, but they're at 10.2. I gotta keep an eye on this. I might raise the autonomy. It's only 0.06 ducats a month that we'd be losing by raising the autonomy to not deal with rebels out of there. Come January 1st, that separatism should drop them below, so as long as we make it to January 1st. New madrasa. Prominent citizens of northern Swahili coast have made a number of charitable donations for the establishment of a new madrasa in Siu. They have invited scholars not only from the wider northern Swahili coast, but also from Kilwa, Kisiwani, and even foreign theologians. Wonderful 10 years of local development costs, local tax modifier, and local missionary strength. Alright, let's see. Takaya. For centuries, many of the followers of Ali have considered it a necessity to hide themselves and feign adherence to other religious customs in order to keep their faith alive. Authorities in Bagamoyo have increasingly come to suspect that there is an increasing number of Shias among the local Sufi lodges, and would like our blessing in their attempts to root them out. Uh-oh. Internal religious conflicts. Yeah, right. Legalism, losing 10 prestige, which we have plenty, but local unrest goes up. Or we just move to mysticism and lose 10 loyalty. Oh, but it could change to Shia. No, I don't want it to change to Shia, so we'll deal with the heretics. Alright, our 4 provinces are coring nicely. They should be done fairly soon. Our colony has broken 500, and the first has not yet come along. And that administrative rank is so close to the top 10. Picking up Mogadishu. Not Mogadishu. We already have Mogadishu. Madagascar. Should help. Okay, it's October. January 1st. Should come along soon enough. And they have not rebelled. Okay, sad news. Sofala royal marriage has... And our conquistador. Gosh, we are just hurting. Alright, 9.7. There you go. Gone. Okay, no rebellion faction from here anymore. Family ties. For the past couple of days, we have been entertaining a guest from the royal court of Hadramaut, the once home of the Sultana. After a full week of hunting, feasting, and gossiping with the family, Tahani's cousin is finally preparing to return to Shahir. She assures us that she has had a wonderful time, and it was with a deep bow of gratitude that she says she'll make certain to inform everybody back home about how kind the great Sultanate of Kilwa has been to her and continues to be to her beloved cousin. Nice Hadramaut's opinion plus 50. Speaking of, how are we looking up here? You like us yet? No, you're still neutral. Means you're still not going to be interested in an alliance. Oh my gosh, it's so close. 60. And a neutral attitude. Well, let's see. I can add one more unit already. We have our 4 cav, so we don't need anything else. One more artillery would be nice, but we can't afford that right now. Or could we? Alright. Let's get a second cannon on the go, huh? There's the 2 naval ships. Let's put you together. Okay, and we need to find the main fleet. You're going to be joining them. Age of Discovery is ending in 120 months? No! We were so close. Alright. Mamluks. Offer alliance! Yes! Okay, make sure we have room for one. We do not. What do we have? Leaning Vassal, Hadramaut, Malindi. And we can't get rid of those. They're both royal marriages. Do we take the Diplo penalty for having one too many? Because the Mamluks finally want to be our friend. Or can I find a... Or do I swallow you up finally? I like having the extra 5,000 troops. Or do I get rid of you? Well, I can't. Ezron's your only other one, so you'd actually do well to give us both of them if we conquered you. But I'd have to go through a truce. Speaking of truce, our Burundi truce. It's about to expire, but that doesn't mean anything whatsoever. So the Mamluks finally do like us enough. And they're friends with Hadramaut also. Okay, how's things looking with Ethiopia? Very much hate. Yeah, look at all those claims. Military levels 8. Oh, Medri Bahari is not their ally anymore. Just Mercuria, and Kappa, who's nothing. They're no stronger than Melendi is. What about their rivals? Yeah, us. Hormuz. They're not that strong, though. This is deceiving. That's all wasteland. It's the Mamluks who pose a better threat. And Ottomans are no threat, as far away as they are. They've never come down here to deal with us in combat with the Mamluks. We do have enforced service available. Regiment cost dropped by 10%. And it's only a plus 20. So in 2 years, that'll level off. And that's going to take 8 years to reach the current total. So in another 6 or 7 years, that'll be ready to go. Meaning well after the penalty's gone. Okay, recruitment of that regiment is almost done. Core construction is almost done. We need to get you to return and join together. Administrative problems. It is becoming increasingly difficult to administer our armies. The men we have in the job are proving inept and far too venal. We search for men who are just corrupt enough to be bought without being too greedy. Until this is done, our military administration will prove costly. Great, we get corruption and land maintenance modifier for 10 years? Boo. Alright, let's get you back out there to protect trade. And we want to protect Zanzibar. Okay, now, do I want to look to these guys yet? We only have 3,000 right now. And Batua? Let's get down there before they spawn rebels. Land theft. Man, they're just hitting us one after another right now. Many land donations are quite old, and while they are always written down, both landscape and names may well have changed since a donation was originally written. Recently, the ulema have been accusing several members of the emirs of outright land theft in the form of encroaching on lands donated to the ulema long ago. The emirs, on the other hand, argue that it is the ulema who are trying to seize land areas they do not own. Whoever we decide to side with will become the majority landholder in the area. Favor neither party. They both go negative on that, so we gotta favor somebody. The ulema have a little more to spare, so I guess we'll side with the emirs. Still fort defense. Okay, we're down to just 3 provinces with rebellion in mind. And doing okay on the treasury. Oops. And we lost our leader. We're going to need a new one. Why don't I make my heir a new one? Because he's not a good heir, necessarily. I kind of want him to die at 54. We'll probably have a kid, so yeah, let's do that. That'll save us some money. He's a strong... What is that? Maneuver. Oh, he's fast. Good. Fire, shock, and siege are all one. More. Tribal feud. During the height of the summer festivities in our capital, members of 2 feuding tribes have decided to have a public showdown and fight it out in front of the entire political and religious leadership of our state. The ensuing violence was so fierce that not only the feuding tribesmen lost their lives, but also countless bystanders and even members of the Sultan's guard. Oh, seriously? Vile rabble, how dare they? 2 prestige and 1 stability lost? That is garbage. Not cool. Not cool at all. Alright, it is 1504 now. Our administrative rank is slipping slightly, so we need... Alright, hey, Solomon has done something good. He's a scholar. Tech cost has dropped 5%. I like it. We need to start building a spy network down here because I want to claim Madagascar. Yeah, 6,000 troops is going to be easily dealt with. And speaking of our 5% decrease in tech, where's our 5% decrease in tech cost? Colonial range is 115. We'll take that bonus. Thank you. Alright, so Diplotech is up to 7 now. Let's see. Trade range goes up. Navy morale, shipyard, promoted cultures. Nisenga. Let's see. How about Buchua? Because they're about to rebel, and then they would go away. There we go. They'll go away as soon as this rebellion occurs. So we'll take the added penalty, get you to rebel, and be done with it. Gosh, we are just rolling through advisors right now. Yearly inflation or stability cost modifier. Well, how's our inflation looking? Wow, 10%? Yeah, let's take that inflation reduction. Ouch. Please do. Alright, come on. 14.8 should be enough. Do I really need to leave the province to make it 19.8? Actually, it wouldn't even be 19.8, would it? We're not 20. I'm not doing army drilling because we're about to have rebels. I could certainly use some army drill. They're off drilling. They don't have any threats. There's only for 4 provinces, so that has an impact. You know, if I do swallow them up, I could get Mamluks as an ally. And between Hadramat and Mamluks, Ethiopia, I doubt they would ever touch us. Who's that? Oh, admin tech, really? Alright. 0%. Production efficiency. Let's do it. There you go. And they're going to be very easily dealt with. Only 1,700 casualties. And Muhammad gets cavalry flanking ability plus 50%. Alright, who is next? Lumwei or Shangwi? Shangwi is right next to us and has a higher percentage than Lumwei does. So we'll go sit there. But they're at 60%, so make that 70. Well, that's a long way. Gotta keep an eye on that, but we're gonna drill for a little bit. There we go. Back to full strength. And Burundi. They're nothing. Nothing to us. Meanwhile, though, we can start making claims here. Fabricate claim. And we'll go for this one. We can make claims kind of across their whole nation, actually. But we have an inn now. And I have the means to do it, I just don't have the manpower just yet, so we'll wait for now. Looks like we're going to have a couple rebellions to deal with here. I could make them both go away if I wanted. Oh gosh, another... Oh, come on, he's only been our advisor for like 5 seconds. National unrest. That could open the doorway to moving on. I mean, our troop strength's back to 7,000 already. Have you changed yet? I don't care about fort defense. I only have one fort in my capital. Maybe I should attack as soon as we get level 9. Poor uniforms. Gosh, we are on a roll with these negative events right now. One of our cloth suppliers has been found to be supplying substandard cloth for our army uniforms. We understand that the troops are not impressed. Morale minus 5% for 2 years, so I want to wait 2 years before we attack. Let's see here. Kalanga, we could get a 0.06 better per month. Let's save it. We don't have a whole lot right now. So how are you doing now? 10.75. Sufi orders growing in popularity in Matsolo. Some of the more prevalent Sufi orders in Kilwa have quickly started to establish themselves in the newly acquired Matsolo province. While the locals seem somewhat hesitant about Kilwan rule, they have embraced the orders, and this has greatly eased the integration of the province into our sultanate. Strengthen the local establishment instead, or with which one do we want to move towards, I guess, is what I need to check. We are 38 towards legalism right now, which has attacks, manpower, and tech. Mysticism is better for fighting and missionaries. It's kind of a which way do we want to go? Mysticism, that would be legalism. Alright, we'll go towards the middle. The Emirs have some loyalty right now. I wonder if there's anything I can do. That's not what I'm looking for. Wow, current rating is 148. We're not that far out of the great powers. Slipping on that admin rank though. I do need to start growing, but 1508. I need that modifier to go away. So we'll just claim some provinces for now. Train our military, recover our manpower. Get our colony done. I should lay some claims on Ethiopia. Batua has taken care of their faith. Let's see. These guys had an uprising not that long ago. This was a little more recent. Probably a better way to go. Kalanga or Katskera. There we go. Missionary falls ill. He didn't even make it. He hasn't had much luck so far. News have just reached us that he has fallen ill. Any further work on the new church has come to a standstill, and without his guidance, the chances of converting the locals are rather slim. Local missionary strength minus 5%. And we're going to, since he just started, return. Now we can go after somewhere else. Alright, going after there after all. Whoa, that unrest is back with a vengeance. The Kilwa Chronicle. That's you, right? Yeah, they just came back after their previous Zumbo and Masapa. That's right here next to us. Okay. Kilwa Chronicle. With more and more foreign traders arriving in the Swahili coast from Orthodox Islamic states, our old Shirazi ways have come more and more under fire. We've watched with disgust as some of the old Shirazi dynasties of the Swahili coast have been overthrown by a rising class of indigenous traders allied with the newcomers. As one of the oldest and most powerful Shirazi dynasties, however, we still stand strong. In order to suitably impress foreigners and domestic troublemakers alike, it might be best if we assigned our scribes to create a chronicle over our famous lineage, so that none may doubt our Shirazi origin and the old Islamic roots of our dynasty. That's cheap enough for some bonuses. And we get yearly legitimacy plus 5 for the whole game. Yeah, for just 17 ducats. Alright, it's not... This is our real threat now, isn't it? This one's gone. Yep, 80%. Time to cancel drilling. Time to recover the morale. 20. Boy, that drops fast. Okay, 1507, huh? We're still a year away. I want to deal with those rebels first. But we can fabricate our next claim in Antsalova. They have 8,000 troops. Still not much of a concern. They'll be easy enough to deal with. We're definitely about to have some rebels. And how are we doing on our strength? Are we... Yes, we are at force limit. I thought we were raising force limit by 1. Should have been 17. Oh, perfect. We're in Masapa. And boy, are they hitting hard, though. It looks like they've got about 17 or 18,000 troops. They've got the -1. But they started with a solid roll. 2 solid rolls. Oof. They made that awfully close with some nice rolls there. And a merchant is bankrupt. As we're dealing with rebels, we deal with merchants as well. One of our merchants abroad has returned home as a pauper after losing every single ducat He's gone bankrupt, and we will not receive benefits of his trade anymore. I just could not make it trade power -10 or save him at a relatively cheap cost. Let's do that. Boy, that hurt. That was 7,000 troops, so much for our manpower. And it is 1508 now, so in the near future we can take on that conflict. Lomwe. Let's go to Lomwe. Once we have recovered, I'm going to get a few months along here, because I don't remember what part of 1508 it was going to be. We will have ourselves conflict with Madagascar. They have 8,000. They are just level 6, so these guys are the bigger threat, and they're half our size. So no problem, that's only 3 provinces. We might be able to take all 7 at once. Friendship with the natives, and then we might be able to turn our attention on the others as well. Friendship with the natives. Our colonists have managed to reach out to the natives and arrive at an understanding with them. The understanding has allowed our colony greater scope for growth without the natives getting upset. Ferocity and aggressiveness. Oh, there you go. 100. I was going to say that the ferocity thing had no impact on us, as we are not... as we're being passive as it is. They are an 8. They are a 7. They're going to be a little tougher, but they're both small. I should start... Yeah, they're friends with each other. Building spy network here. So we can go get in there and take out both groups at once. So I think we can get Madagascar claimed quickly. Do we have any that are gonna actually, like Mogadishu? Mogadishu's a good one. How much bonus are you gonna give us? Oh, really? The only one we don't have is the best province. Yeah, that's a ducat a month. The Ulema need 7% though. Or drop to 7%, I mean. 12.5. Anything a little closer like that is perfect. 10%. Anything else that's large? 2 is just 18. That's not going to be much. But that's a ducat a month we just picked up. Or will eventually pick up when the autonomy drops. Yeah, look at that. 0.73 ducats a month in Mogadishu. Nice. What is our unrest? Minus 96. But that's recent. That's going to go away. If I minus 25 that, we will get all that bonus money, but it'll lead to more unrest here at some point. 1527 before that's going to go away. There you go. There's another quarter ducat a month. But that means I will definitely have rebels there when the time comes. Alright, Inhumbane should be good to go. I shouldn't have much issues with them and rebels. Okay. Let's see. Let's move that direction. Okay, we've slipped to 19th in administrative rank. I need to Need to get on this. Oh, and they have rebels. Okay, now is a great time to do it. But Lomway has not yet decided. What's our friendly troops? It's only going to be 4%. That's not a big deal. But then again, look how little that is. Let's just deal with Lomway. Okay. So, Angosh. And let's get our army to, or our navy to Angosh. You got rebels all over both countries. But then again, we're going to get stuck dealing with those rebels. Let's wait a couple months, see what happens. And meanwhile, military tech is ready to go. Military tactics and combat width go up 1. Nice. Alright. Are you even going to try to deal with your rebels? I'd like to step in after the fight. There you go. There you go. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, I want to watch this. Non-enforcement of ordinances. Monarchs ruled by issuing ordinances, but they were almost powerless to enforce them. Enforcement depended upon the local powers, nobles and city governments, that would not always be as vigilant as the monarchs would have desired. Autonomy and Mizizimi. Yeah, okay, fine. Alright. So are the rebels dealt with? Ah, you're going to deal with them now. Perfect. As soon as you begin that battle, I declare war. And you're not beginning that battle? You don't feel you can deal with them? How about they deal with you? Yeah, right this way. Right this way. Do it. Ah, you're going the wrong way. And now we have rebels. Nagande and Tambuka. Don't want to deal with them right now. What's it going to cost me to make them go away? .09, .08. Okay, goodbye. No more rebels. I have a war to start here shortly. Oh, that solo is done. Excellent, with a whole .04 ducats, but you're growing. They're up to .03 on this one. Okay, I know our current mission was Metetwa, so you're next. Oh, it's already 15:10. We gotta worry about the Europeans coming around soon. We should be claiming Cape before too long. Oops. Alright, let's fabricate another claim before it's too late. And Minabi is next. And let's just go ahead and stop building the spy network. Now we can declare war as soon as we have your fight. The poor of Mantimba. As cities grow, the old amenities and walls that once supported them decay in Mantimba. This has over time led to change. Less clean workshops, such as those of tanners, have moved beyond the city walls, as have the cemeteries. Most visible, however, is the increasing number of poor in the streets, as existing charities have not been able to keep up with the rapid growth of the city. It has been suggested that we set aside more state property as WICF charitable donations for the upkeep of public soup kitchens and bath houses. Local tax modifier drops. Sure. one province. Alright, well, it looks like our pending fight to claim Madagascar is going to have to carry over into next episode because I am over time quite a bit. So that does it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.